I'm so excited to be here with you all. My name is Rebecca, and for those of you that have been with us for the previous 7 weeks, you will have known that we have been building up to this moment. So the past 7 weeks, we've been learning about 10 different exercises and reflexive movements that will allow our bodies to be able to be more present, that will give our bodies more flexibility and open up a lot of things like curiosity and things like that. So I'm so excited that you are here. And for those of you that haven't been here, I encourage you to go back and watch the previous 7 weeks, just so that you can get a little bit more foundation and a little bit more input into what these movements are. So let's get started. So I would invite you all to stand up with me, if that's okay for you. You can do all these movements sitting down, but I'm going to do these standing up for you. So this particular protocol was given to us by Dr. Masgutova as a gift to the world. So this is a specific protocol that will help us to be able to be more stress resilient, that will allow our bodies to be able to be more open. So let's get started. So first, when we do our exercises, I want you to have a good base. So let's go ahead and make sure that our feet are underneath our body, underneath our shoulders, so they're shoulder width apart. Okay. So once we have our good base, let's just take a deep breath in and out. Okay. And now I invite you to just go ahead and extend your spine a little bit in the upward direction. Just go ahead and just lengthen your spine a little bit. Now, being careful, we don't want our chin to be down or up. We just want our spine to lengthen. So we're just exploring this movement. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring our hip into that movement. So go ahead and place your hand right on your hip. And let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. And we're going to move and we're going to do an anterior pelvic tilt. So let's do that again. Let's take a deep breath in and out. And just feel this connection between our head and all the way down our spine and into our hip. And now that we have our upper torso, we're going to get our legs grounded. So we're going to do that extension into the ground. So I want you, let's first get our feet grounded. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to put pressure just on one side of my body. So I'm going to press into my toes and the ball of my feet of my right foot. Let me back up so maybe you can see me. Okay. And now I'm going to put pressure on the outer edge and on the inner edge. And now we're going to go ahead and put your weight on your whole foot, making sure that you're feeling all those different points. Okay. Now we're going to do the same with our other side. So go ahead and press in through the ball of your feet. Now the outer edge. And now the inner. Now press your whole weight into that foot and just feel that connection between the ground and your foot. Okay. So now we're going to get into our position, our ready position. So our feet are grounded underneath us. You feel that ground, and just notice your posture. Are you forward? Are you backward? Or are you center? Okay. And now for trunk extension, we're putting together all these pieces. So that head, that sacrum, so that anterior pelvic tilt, and the downward extension into the ground. Okay. So we're going to take a deep breath in and breathe out and into extension. Okay. And now we're going to do the opposing movement. So I invite you to bring your arms together like this, like you're giving yourself a hug. Go ahead and tuck your chin and round your back. Take a deep breath in and out and into extension. And look far in the distance. You're looking away. Breathe in and breathe out. Flexion. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extension. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flexion. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extension. Now we're moving into monk spine. So I invite you to put your hands like this. Make sure your feet are centered underneath your body. And this is a sequential turning of our body. So it's the head and shoulder, and hip, and we extend our arms out. So just like that. Okay. And we're going to be moving from left to right, from left to right. Okay. So let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. And turn. And extend the arm out. Now breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And turning, extending a little bit further if that feels safe for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. And back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extend further if that feels safe for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, so the next movement we're going to be doing is our breathing activation. So for this one, we're actually going to move on our inhale. So we're going to inhale and do lateral flexion. And then we're going to pause our breathing. We're going to turn and we're going to exhale. Okay, so our feet are centered again. Let's take a deep breath in and out, and then we'll get started. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, rotate, and exhale. Breathe in and out. Now again, inhale, rotate. Okay, now we're going to inhale, rotate, inhale, rotate, inhale, rotate, inhale, rotate. Now, if it feels safe for you to do so, you can go ahead and you can plug one of your nostrils. So we're going to plug the nostril that we're flexing on that side because we're bringing air to the lung on the opposite. So if this feels safe for you, you can go ahead and plug that one side. Otherwise, if that's not an option for you today, you can just go ahead and do the same exercise that we are doing before and just inhale and exhale with us. Okay, so we're going to inhale with a lateral flexion. So we're going to inhale, unplug, rotate, and exhale. Okay, other side. Inhale, rotate, rotate. Okay, this side. Okay, so we're going to inhale, rotate. Okay, and this side, we're going to inhale, rotate, and then this side, inhale, rotate. Okay, now I'm going to invite you guys to take a seat. So the next exercise we're going to do together is the embrace squeeze. So this is that rounded pressure. So I'm going to have you guys start right on your wrist. So you're going to provide some input, just doing that round pressure. And then exhale. And we're working our way up the arm. So if you can envision your first in the epidermis and going into the dermis and then into that muscle layer. So we're slowly going deeper and deeper. And this allows our body to be able to feel this input in a safe way. We're just working our way up our arm. Do that again. This time, breathe with me. One more time on this arm. Just feeling that connection from your hand onto your arm. And just noticing what this feels like. Noticing this touch. Okay. Now let's do our other arm. So we're starting on the wrist. It's that rounded pressure. And we're just slowly going deeper and deeper, deeper. Working our way up. And again. And we're creating this pressure, this rounded pressure to help our bodies feel this touch, because touch is so important in a safe way. And again. Okay. Next, we're doing moral. So I will remind you of the three patterns. So we start with our arms like this, and then we move into flexion for protection, and then we move into extension for opening, and then embrace. Okay. So those are the three movements that we're going to be doing together. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on the exhale. Okay, so we're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and embrace. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, so we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we're going to do Moro in a cross lateral pattern. So that same flexion, extension, but across the body. Okay. And so we're going to do that movement on exhale. Okay. And remember, it's not the bringing the elbow and the knees just together like an exercise. It's getting that whole core involved, and we're creating this space between our hands and between our knees. So this opening. Okay. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. So now let's get our feet underneath our shoulders again. And next is arms opening. So we start in this position and we bring our arms out and up. And then we rotate them out and down. Okay. We'll do this on the exhale. Okay. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Okay. And for this next exercise, we're going to do our hands grasp. So if you remember, we're doing phase 2 hands grasp. We're going to put our arm out straight. And then with this hand, we're going to put our thumb in. And we're going to pull forward like that. So the sensory stimulation is right there. Okay. So arms are out. Okay. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. Now let's switch sides. So we have our grasp. Breathe in. Again. In. We're going to breathe in and exhale. Inspiring grasp. We're going to insert our thumb. Breathe in and exhale. And the opposite side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extension. You can just relax your shoulders a little bit. And the next one we're doing is our Spinal Perez. So here we put our hands right there, like right above our hip, right on this area, which is called the sacrum. And then we're going to provide some sensory stimulation as far up the spine as you can reach. Okay. So let's do that together. So I'm holding here and I'm stroking up my spine. And again. And again. Now we're going to put our hands on our hips and we're going to do the activation of that anterior pelvic tilt. Okay, so I'm providing pressure right here on my hip so that my body can feel this movement. Okay, so let's do it together. Let's take a deep breath in and out. again, breathe in, breathe out. Now we're going to do that sensory activation with this. So that sensory activation of our spine. And then we're going to go into the spinal Perez position. So I'm doing that anterior pelvic tilt. And then I'm bringing the head slightly forward. Let's do the sensory stimulation. And go into position. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sensory activation. Okay. So for the next exercise, it's hand supporting. So hand supporting is we're creating this space between our hand and our body. Okay, so first I just want us to feel this space right here. Okay, so this is the movement that you're going to be doing. So take a deep breath in and out. Pushing out. And just notice the space that we're creating. So the space between our hand and our body. And breathe in and out. And notice it getting smaller. Okay. And breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. So now we're going to give our body a little bit more input. So we know that sensory stimulation is right here on the bottom of the palm. And we're going to do that same movement, but I'm giving my body a little bit of input. Now, if you remember right, we only exert about 20% of our strength because we know that reflexes are stronger than muscles. So it's not like we're trying to push and get our muscles stronger. We're trying to activate that reflex because of its purpose. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and you're going to provide this input here. Breathe in, breathe out. And other side, breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now let's just end with that extension. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out. Okay. Now get to do Landau. So this one is that extension. So you can go ahead and you can put one leg behind you. And we're going to transfer our weight from our front leg to our back leg to allow for our spine to have more flexibility. Okay, so my weight is on the front. I'm going to bring our arms up. Inhale. And slowly exhale into extension. Now we're doing that same leg. I'm going to do it 3 times on one side. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in. And we're going to exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, now let's do our other side. Step back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's just take a couple breaths in and out. In. Breathe out. Now I invite you just to take a little time for yourself and just let your body take in all those exercises that we did. So I'm sitting down, but let's just take just a couple breaths here and just allow our bodies just to feel what we just experienced. And I invite you to notice any differences that you feel in your body.
So someone's saying, can we keep doing this? So let's give them some information on how to follow up.
Yeah. So you definitely can keep doing this. So I would even encourage you to do it every day. And then just notice what you feel in your body. So yeah, I would go through this sequence. Like follow this video and do it once a day. Like 5 times a week.
Great. I think that answers Shweta's question, which was right after that. How often should you do it? Which you answered there. Someone's saying, will your group have more video lessons?
We that is to be determined. But if anybody does want to learn more, they are welcome to go to our website too, because we do offer trainings and events. So our website is www.masgutovamethod.com. So you're welcome to go there.
Great. So someone says I guess this is a question about the exercise. On the open hand and thumb, which hand is leading?
On the open-handed thumb. So with the hand supporting, I think that's the question.
That sounds right.
Okay. So with hand supporting, it is, so if I'm doing my left arm, it's my left arm that's doing the leading. This hand is just providing that sensory stimulation. So just that little bit of resistance so that my muscles and my body can feel this movement because it gives that proprioception so that my body can feel this.
Someone's asking, when can we start seeing results from doing these exercises?
Yeah, everybody is so different. People will feel different, even after one time. You might be able to slowly notice, like, okay, you know what? I'm noticing more flexibility in my back. I'm noticing more flexibility in my spine. I'm able to turn, and I don't have as much pain, or like, I'm noticing my stress resilience is getting better. It does, for like some of those things, it does sometimes take time to build. But I would encourage you just to kind of notice where your body's at before you start, and then notice afterwards and see, yeah, just see what you feel.
Someone said, what do you feel is the goal of the exercise? Is it stress or resilience?
Mhm. Yeah, so the goal, so for those of you that have been here with us for these 8 weeks, this particular protocol is a post-traumatic protocol. So it kind of leads your body through these different steps. So moving out of that reaction and into action. So getting our body out of this kind of frozen state, and getting our body to remember, like how to even breathe again, and how to move, and then we're accessing these different reflexes, which our reflexes serve as a foundation for protection and survival. So they help our bodies feel safe. And so once our body can experience that safety, then our bodies can be open to growth and development. They can be open to even being curious about our environment. So it kind of lays that foundation of like, okay, yep, we have these innate within us. So these reflexes are a genetic code that are given to us, and they serve as that protection and survival. So it's just kind of, we're accessing those reflexes that will help our bodies be able to move and be able to experience, that here and now, and be able to explore, because these reflexes, for our baby, they help them to be able to find nutrition. They help them to be able to move, and all these different amazing things. So that's kind of the short of what this protocol does.
Thank you. I think that's all of the questions. So thank you so much, MRNI, and for helping us out. These last 8 weeks has been wonderful. So just give them again the address where they can follow up if they want to
Yeah.
get any more information.
Yeah, so you can find us at www.masgutovamethod.com. And I just want to thank you all for being here with us. It's an honor to be here with you all. And thank you, TRF, for hosting us on this amazing program.
Thank you. All right, everybody have a great week. We'll see you next week.